Hello, welcome back to Abbey Market channel. It's nice to have you here again, as always. Thank you for having subscribed to this channel. And if you are viewing and you are yet to subscribe, please kindly hit the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever we upload an amazing video like this. All right, so in my last video, I did an analysis on Abbey Mortgage Bank Plc. Okay, I think there's a slight adjustment on that. Just a minute. Fix that up. Sure. PLC. Okay, so I did an analysis on the net profit of Abbey Mortgage Bank Plc, and so in that video I analyzed the dips and the declines, and then the performance they had above the line and what they had below the line. So if you look at this chart very well, you see it's quite similar to that area chart. So this is a bar chart, but then that was an area chart if you check it. So I've given an overview in that video. You might want to look it up and just check for an overview of the Abbey Mortgage Bank Plc. And so this video is just designed to be a short one and to complement that my last video. So here we see that it's quite similar to the last chart that I analyzed. You can just look up my video. I named it Abbey Mortgage Bank Plc Net Profit Analysis. That's the title. Still 2014 to 2020. But here the difference is that instead of the numbers, we are seeing the percentage. So what percentage of the revenue they had, what percentage of that revenue they recorded in this year was theirs to keep as profit. So what percentage of that? So here we see that in 2014 it was a negative percent, 20%. So they lost, instead of in profit, they lost 20% of the revenue. 20% of the revenue was what was recorded at loss. And then in 2015, 6% of what they got as revenue for that year was theirs to keep as profit. And then in 2016 they lost 22% of the revenue, because the net profit margin is a function of the revenue and then the net profit. So it's a function of both of them. So the revenue is dividing the net profit for that year, and then we'll get the percentage. So that's how the computation came about. So now we see here that in 2016 they lost 22% of they had a loss of 22% of their profit, and then in 2017 it was 23%. So here this helps us get the actual performance in percentage. So that one, the value can just be quite vague, and then you don't actually know the exact effect of that on the companies. But here is quite specific. So here we see in 2019 they had a loss of 7% relative to the revenue, and here it was 74% of the revenue that was lost. All right, so here in 2020, this is just a dangerous record for this company, and I don't think we don't know, but we do not hope that the company experienced such a record again. This is 439%. So they lost what they had as revenue. They multiplying that times 4, even above it, it's above that, times 4 of that was what they lost. It was even more than times 4, because here we have a loss of 439%. That's terrible. That's the most terrible experience any company can have, regardless of who you are, whether you're a multinational company, whoever you are, local company. Come on, this is a very, very, very big red flag on your financial performance. But then it's understandable, since it happened in since it happened 2020, we can easily hang that on the COVID-19 virus and then justify, oh, we understand it was really terrible on companies for that particular year, and then we'll move on. And this company is actually proving that, they actually prove that it was the pandemic that affected them, because it became obvious here in 2021, where they moved from a loss of 439% to 31% of their revenue. Come on, that's magnificent. 31% is no small profit to keep from your revenue. So they I think they adopted, they must have adopted strategy, because that's the highest they've had in compared to relative to previous years. Let's say 2014, according to this chart, this analysis, that was the best they've had in I think 7 years. So it's coming from this depth to this height is actually the significance is staggering. It's really, 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 really surprising. And then there was a slight now. So if you observed, so here's why I said this is more specific. If you observed my previous video, you will see that there was an upward trend 2021, 2022, and 2023. For that video, 2022 was higher than the net profits for 2022 was higher than 2021. The net profit for 2023 was higher than 2022. But here, in relation to the revenue, we see that the percentage was lower. So you can see here, despite the net profit analysis was showing an upward trend here, but here the net profit margin analysis is showing a slight downward trend here. So we have 31% and then 25%, even though the value was higher in the net profit margin, the percentage is lower in net profit margin. So this is what it actually reveals. It states the specific, it's more specific to the numbers are more specific. So it's telling you this is 27%, even though that appears higher. It's just like it's weighting everything and then giving you the actual value, so you understand your performance. So the net profits will tell us that the performance of 2022 was better than 2021, and the performance of 2023 is better than 2022 and 2021. But here, the profit margin analysis is telling us that 2021 was better off than 2022 and 2023 for the company. But then on face value, so this is the advantage of doing all this analysis. On face value, we'll say, 2022 was actually better than 2021, and 2022 was just the best. But then it's showing here now that 2021 has been the best in the last 10 years for this company. So that's all. I just decided to do this and give clarity on that, because I became curious. I was like, this net profit, let's see what the profit margin looks like in comparison to the revenue. Let's see what that looks like. And then I saw something amazing here, and I'm glad that you got some insight there too. So that's why it's important to do several analysis on a company and not just make investment decisions based on one metric for a company. All right, so I want to do another thing. I don't know if it will be too much, but then I think that's the last I would do for now for this company. I would like to see, because in my last video I forgot to mention that I would be even though I already had it in mind, it skipped my mind to mention it, that I'll be making the profit margin analysis for this company. So what I want to do here is I want to keep you informed that in my next video I will look at what the revenue trend analysis look like for this company. Let's see what their revenue trend looks like. Is it taking the same downward position, or is it taking an upward position? So let's see, because we saw something different here. Let's see what the revenue trend analysis will tell us, and then for that one I'll be representing it in a line chart. Yes, so will it be an upward trend? Will it be a downward trend? You can make your suggestions and drop them in the comment section. And if there's anything that you think about this chart, kindly let me know in the comment section. I'll be glad to reply you as soon as you send them in. All right, that will be all for now. Thank you so much for joining in. I waited to the end, and please do not forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. All right, until see you again. Bye bye.